Smell, Charlie's friends. What a delicious smell. I love flowers. Do you like to smell flowers? Do you like to look at flowers, watch them change? Hello. Hello, Charlie's friends. Hello, Charlie's friends. Hello, Charlie's friends. We're really glad you're here. I'm so happy to see you. When I go like this, say your name. Hello. 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 We're really glad you're here. Hello, Charlie's friends. Hello, Charlie's friends. Hello, Charlie's friends. We're really glad you're here. I love the sweet smell of these roses. Delicious. Well, Charlie's friends, are you ready to share some stories with me? Okay, well, I'm ready to share a story with you. Did you bring your spider? Take out your spider. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Where's your rain? Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Uh-oh, where's your sun? Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Yay! Charlie's friends, what kind of home do you live in? Is it an apartment? Is it a house? Is it a condominium? Maybe you live in a tree. Do you live in a tree? Well, wherever you live, it's your home. It's your home. And whomever you live with, they're part of your home. We're going to read a story called A Piece of Home. You know what one of my favorite parts of my home is? My garden. Yes. So when I smell some flowers or walk by and see flowers, it reminds me of home, of the garden. A piece of home. What reminds you of your home? Maybe it's your dad's cooking. In Korea, my grandmother was a wise and wonderful teacher. When students bowed, she held her shoulders erect, but her eyes sparkled. Even at home, my grandmother could find the extraordinary held within the ordinary. Like how she coaxed her magungwa shrubs to blossom and to blossom into beautiful flowers, revealing their bright red centers. In Korea, I was ordinary, a regular boy, just playing and laughing and bossing my little sister around. I was not extraordinary. No, I was not different. I was just me, like so many others. In Korea, my father, who always did the right thing, who always did what was expected. He surprised us all. He accepted a position at a law school in West Virginia. Who would expect West Virginia? He laughed. And so did my mother. I did not. In swift movements and rapid time, I found my world packed into 3 boxes and 1 suitcase. They were crated and nailed and mailed across an ocean, a big boat, to a house I'd never seen before. In West Virginia, my grandmother stays at home, and she does not hold her shoulders erect, and her eyes don't gleam, not at all. In West Virginia, I'm not ordinary. I'm different. My eyes are not big and round like everyone else's eyes. And my hair doesn't tumble down into thick curls or make a golden halo around my head. My new classmates at school, they smile and talk, but it's a sharp noise. Their names sit like stones on my tongue. Steve, Tom. Here there are mountains, like in Korea, but the sky seems smaller and darker. I miss the lights of our city. The dark here is so black. At night, I touch my eyes just to make sure that they're open. But when the pale moon is full and when it's round, well, that pale moon looks like my face. And a little bit like the face of the woman who is now my teacher. My teacher is nice. She tries to help. She does. She tries to help. She speaks slowly. Slowly. As if I'm stupid. Lips snapping over sounds my mouth will not make. Can you say book? Book? Book, she says. I try to say I don't want to be here. She nods a lot and smiles. But she knows that I don't understand. And I know my teacher does not understand. My sister also does not understand. Recess is over. My sister doesn't want to come in from playtime. My grandmother cries and tries to tell the teacher that she's sorry. And then my father, he talks to the school in his flawless, perfect English. and it's decided that my grandmother will go to school with my sister to give her a bit of ordinary. She's having a hard time adjusting. But I have no help. Oh, I wish I were little enough or brave enough to bite and kick and spit. But I'm not. Days become weeks, and weeks become months. I learn the word bathroom and please. And I'm surprised that I can form words that make their meaning clear, though they still feel like stones heavy in my mouth. Pizza. Please. Thank you. They work though. Play with me, like in Korea. Pass it back, like in Korea. Let's throw it at the girls. Okay. My grandmother is learning too, along with my sister. At dinner, she tells us all about the other children in my sister's class and about their young teacher who's newly engaged and who helps my grandmother with her own English at nap time. And my grandmother, with halting words, gives her advice. One day, Steve says, "Hey, come on over." Oh, my first visit to a friend. And in his yard, I discover something. A red-centered blossom. "Oh, Magangwa," I say. "Rose of Sharon," Steve says. It's Magangwa in Korean. It's Rose of Sharon here, Steve says. When I leave his home, Steve's mother gives me Magangwa blossoms and a tender shoot to take to my home. Oh, a piece of heaven, grandmother says. Oh, a piece of home. Here it's called Rose of Sharon, I say. A piece of home. A piece of home, my grandmother says. My grandmother plants the shoot, and at the end of the summer, she takes one of the Magangwa blossoms and sews it onto the wedding dress of her teacher friend, just like our family does in Korea. And I can say, now, Steve, come over. It's light, like a bubble on my tongue. And that is ordinary in our new home. That is ordinary. This little flower of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little flower of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little flower of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Okay, Charlie's friends. Shall we read one more story? Waking Beauty. Not Sleeping Beauty. Waking Beauty. Do you know the story of Sleeping Beauty? See if this story reminds you of that story. Once upon a Saturday, Charlie's friends, in search of dragons that he could slay. Well, Prince Charming. Hello, Prince Charming. Hello. Prince Charming heard a dreadful sound, a sound that shook the land for miles all around. Huh? Uh-oh, do you hear that, Charlie's friends? It thundered from a castle tall. He raced its prickly wall. Ah! A dragon lies within. And hand on his sword. Where's my sword, he says. Ah, here it is. Hand on sword. He crept inside. Oh, he's creeping. Careful, soldier. Careful, prince. Ah! Oh, my. What did he see? Oh, rats. Rats. It's not a dragon. It's just a snoring girl in a bed. He peeked behind her canopy and spied some fairies. 1, 2, 3. She snored this way 100 years, they whimpered through their fairy tears. Oh, the princess has been asleep for 100 years. Ha! That long? He frowned. She sure sleeps late. Wake her up! Why do you wait? The fairies scowled. Don't be so dense. She'll only wake up for a prince. We see you finally made the trip. Now, please, give that girl a little lip. Okay. If you insist. He drew his mouth right up in a twist and hollered, "Wake up, lazy bones!" Her snores drowned out the fairies' groans. Ah! They shook their heads. No, not like this. You have to wake her up with a, "Hey!" I know. He tapped his head and started jumping on her bed. Woo! 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 And Beauty, well, Beauty shot up, hoops and all, and then sailed down like a parasol. Uh-oh. This did not wake the maiden fair, but it did loosen up the cobwebs in her hair. The fairies all began to hiss. Ah! She'll only wake up. She'll only wake up to true love. Wait. Wait. Prince Charming waved his hands. Don't worry, fairy girls. I understand. And stooping over her snoring snout, he dumped. Uh-oh, what did he dump? He dumped a water pitcher. Psh, all out. Ha! On she slept. She didn't stir. Thick dust had turned to mud on her, and those feisty fairies, they grabbed the prince's ear, making certain that he could hear. Take careful aim. You must not miss. Prince, listen up. You have to wake her up with a oh! I know what you're planning. Prince Charming here spied a castle cannon. Uh-oh. And he stuffed the beauty in. And then, kaboom! Woo! She soon came shouting out again, shooting and shouting, shouting snores. Kaboom! Uh-oh. She landed right into the moat where all her hoops kept her afloat. Still, Charlie's friends, on she snored. As frightened trout and crocodiles, they jumped right out. Oh no. They were afraid of her snores. Oh dear. Well, Prince Charming, he fished the girl ashore, and the fairies yelled, "Enough, Prince! Enough! No more!" And they fluttered around him, feeling quite frantic. How can you be so unromantic? She won't have ever after bliss until you wake her with a kiss. Huh? Oh. The prince's knees, they began to shake, and his noble heart began to quake. 100 years of morning breath? Yuck! Wow! That could be the kiss of death. Oh! And he poked his head in, and he poked her muddy, matted curls. Oh! I've heard that there are germs on girls. Is that true? Germs on girls? No, it's not true. He wiped her mouth all clean with his shirt. Oh, I hope, Charlie's friends, this doesn't hurt. His puckered lips met Beauty's smack. And in her sleep, she kissed him back. Prince Charming smiled. Hey, not bad, he said. The maiden sat up in her bed. She stretched and yawned and rubbed her eyes. And then, much to everyone's surprise, she popped Prince Charming with her fist. Hey, who said you could have a kiss? Well, the pummeled prince, he slid down, poor chap, and he fell right asleep on Beauty's lap. Beauty groaned. Ugh. Oh, and she bent to shake him. Fairies, tell me how to wake him. Oh, just let the poor boy sleep, the fairies said. And tired, the fairies were tired too. They went to bed. Well, Charlie's friends, I don't know. Fairy tales can't end like this. Well, I'll tell you this. We know that she woke him with a kiss. Wake up! Okay. Well, that was an interesting story. Huh. It's time for me to say goodbye. I think the prince and the princess are taking a little nap. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, Charlie's friends. Goodbye, Charlie's friends. Goodbye, Charlie's friends. We'll see you really soon. Goodbye, Charlie's friends. Goodbye. Say your name. Goodbye. We'll see you really soon. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, Charlie's friends. Oh, have a nice nap, Prince. Have a nice nap, Princess. We'll see you really soon.